What is going on, guys? My name is The Rose, and this is the long-awaited return for my channel for the Game Corner podcast. This is episode 34 of the podcast. I haven't done one since the end of E3, which I believe was on June 12th, when I did my big E3 wrap-up and whatnot, and E3 review, press conferences and whatnot, after Nintendo did their Direct. So it's been about a month and a half since I've done one of these. Not being available, shitty weather, and just not being in a good mood or being tired. I hate the summer, man. I just fucking hate it. And, my house was struck by lightning last year, so I'm more cautious now with my electronics than I was before after that happened. So I would say for about half the summer, I'm unable to use my computer, because we get like maybe 2 or 3 nice days, and then we get like 3 or more shitty ones. So within a 5-month span between like the middle of May to the middle of October, we get, I would say, at least about 60% thunderstorms and 40% nice weather. And then, it kind of sucks. It really does. So this is the return of the podcast. I have the Super Neptunia RPG review. I'm going to talk about that and whether or not I think that game is actually good. I have some news on a Fire Emblem voice actor being replaced due to certain allegations. I have news on Capcom announcing a new phone game. I also have news on the leaked Super Janemba character for Dragon Ball FighterZ. Is that true or not? Also have news on a new wrestling game being announced for the Switch. That and quite more. Got quite a bit to talk about here, so that being said, let's just get right into the podcast. I want to do this so I can get it uploaded. So we're going to start with the Neptunia review. Honestly, the game's been out for a little over a month now, and it's really not that great. Now, I like these kinds of games because they're JRPGs. I went into this game pretty much expecting what we got with this game. I have played a game called Exist Archive for the PS4. I have it, actually. And the game is very similar. Super Neptunia is very similar to that, and Valkyria Chronicles 4, or Valkyria Profile, whatever it's called. I don't remember. I've never played those games. But this game is a 2D side-scroller with platforming elements and JRPG battle system and mechanics. Neptune and company, they, I'm going to say spoiler warning here, but the game's been out for a month now. I think everybody who's wanted to play it probably has by now. So, spoiler warning, if you don't want to hear any of this stuff, just skip ahead. But, so Neptune has lost her memories again, claiming to have amnesia. You'll later discover that all the other characters have lost their memories, and you'll find out why as you play through the game, why it actually happened. And Neptune is recruited by a guild called the Bombix Mori, who turns out to be the new villain of the game. So Neptune has to be sent to find the other CPUs, Noir, Blonde, and Vert. The other characters, such as the candidates, like Nepgear, Uni, the twins, they're not in this game, and neither are any of the other characters, like Broccoli or C2 or Marvelous. None of them are in the game. So this game only has 5 playable characters and 2 DLC characters, which should have been playable from the start. I don't agree at all with that DLC. So the game is a 2D side-scroller, and you progress through dungeons, as they're called, but they're really not. I mean, there are caves in the game that you go through and whatnot, but most of them are open areas. go through the game, you battle enemies, you level up, you go through the main story, you complete quests. A lot of the Neptunia stuff from the main titles. I don't know if this is considered a spin-off or if it is going to be a reboot of sorts of the series. You meet a character named Chrome, who has the same English voice actress as R4 and looks like R4 before she went evil. So she is also revealed to have been a CPU before Neptune and company. So maybe they changed the character's name. I really don't know. Maybe if there's a sequel to this game, she will be revealed as R4 and she'll maybe go bad again. I have no clue. But so you meet up with Chrome and she tasks you with finding Noir, Blonde, and Vert. Throughout the game, you also find the 7 tomes of Histoire to wake her up, and she'll help you throughout the rest of the game, you know, with her advice and dialogue support and all this other stuff. And the game is not that great. It has a lot of problems. The frame rate, for one thing, is very inconsistent. It's never stable. Certainly no 60 FPS. It's barely 30 frames per second in most cases, especially during the battle sequences. Especially when you use the speed up button, because if you don't use the speed up button in this game, you're pretty much just torturing yourself because the battle system is quite slow. In this game, it really is. Basically, you go through the game. Every enemy just about are depicted as doggos, even though doggos aren't the only enemy in the game. They are pretty much the only enemy brought over from the other Neptunia games. Other enemies like the Mario Pipe enemies, the Tetris block enemies, the Famicom cartridge looking enemies, none of those return in this game. Instead, you fight Dogus, you fight the Metal Dogus, you fight Golem-looking characters. There's a couple of them. You fight different dragon-looking characters. They kind of look like the ones from the other games, but they're definitely different. You fight secret tomes, like other books. You fight a few of those. And, of course, you fight the Bombix Mori quite a bit because they're the main enemy in the game. And the game gives you a bunch of different quests. You do the quests. You know, eventually you finish the game. I think the game only has one ending. I could be wrong about that, but I don't care to find out if the game has more than one ending. To be honest, you only need to get one ending to get the Platinum Trophy for this game. The Platinum Trophy for this game is quite easy to do. Although there are 3 missable cutscenes in the game, which means if you miss them on your first run, you have to do another playthrough from the start to get those 3 cutscenes and to get the 3 trophies related to them for the Platinum Trophy. Speaking of trophies, like I said, they're pretty easy. You have one where you have to grind and actually maintain a steady amount of, I want to say it's 1 million credits. I think it is 1 million. I don't remember. Then you have the ones, you know, win 100 battles, defeat 300 monsters, story-related ones, and whatnot. You know, you have the item shop in the game, equipment shop, all that stuff. CPU forms are not available for like half the game, or maybe about 2/3 of the game, which kind of sucks. The battle system, every character is only tied to one button, which means you will not be doing any kinds of combos in this game with one character. And each character uses the same AP gauge, which really sucks, because AP only goes up to 12, and some attacks take at least 2 to 3 AP, which means oftentimes you will not be able to attack with all 4 of your on-screen characters at the same time. Your characters and the enemies have different elements, and there is that rock, paper, scissors, Pokemon style weaknesses and resistances in this game with the elements. Like water is strong against fire, light and dark are strong against each other, wind is strong against earth, etc., etc. Stuff like that. Fire is strong against ice. You get it. You learn new attacks as you level up and as you complete missions. You also learn new attacks that are tied to different weapons in the game, which is kind of unique. But you have to have a certain weapon equipped for a certain amount of time for your character to fully learn the attack and keep it. So when you switch a weapon, you can keep the attack if you were using it. The game isn't very long. It takes maybe 10 hours if you know what you're doing to complete the main story. Maybe 12 hours tops. It's an alright game. The game soft locked it on me twice while I was doing the game, completing the story, getting the platinum trophy. So it caused me to lose progress. It's a bit frustrating on that front that there is a bug that soft locks the game. The second time it happened, it was in mid-battle, and literally all the characters on screen just stopped attacking, and the only thing I was able to do was fast forward. I couldn't attack, the enemy couldn't attack. I don't know what happened. It's like the game forgot what needed to be done to continue, and it was very annoying. The game also crashed on me once, so there's that as well. Honestly, there's really not much to say about this game. So, there are human characters in this game, which is human NPC characters. There are a lot more male characters in this game. A lot of them are NPCs that you do quests for. So the male characters aren't strictly villains in this game, which is a good thing. That's really it. There's not much to talk about. This game is not very good. I mean, it's alright. I would not say spend $50 on it. I bought the $85 limited edition because I wanted the stuff that it came with. I got the OST, the art book, the playing cards. I did a video on it, so you can check my YouTube channel for that. So this game is far from great, but it's certainly not the worst. It will never be the worst Neptunia game. There can only be one that is the worst, and that one is on the PlayStation Vita. Any Neptunia fan should know which game that is. But that's my review. Quick review of Super Neptunia RPG, which is actually what you're seeing on screen. For this episode, I'll be showing gameplay and whatnot for that. And, excuse me for yawning there. With that said, now that the quick review is over, man, that was only about a 12-minute review, something like that. Let's get into the actual news of this episode. I want to start with. Let's start with the Mega Man X Dive game, announced by Capcom. Capcom Taiwan has announced a brand new Mega Man action RPG called Mega Man X Dive for smartphones, where Mega Man X games and your memories as the player are stored in a digital world. Oh, there you go. The digital world where Mega Man X series games were stored, also the memory of you as a player. Quote-unquote deep log appears abnormal for unknown reasons. All stages and Mavericks are all the characters from Mega Man X are all mixed up because of the game errors. Players get into the deep log, beat the Mavericks, and get the game data repaired. So, sounds interesting. The game's in development currently for iOS and Android devices. No release date has been given. Very, very little news. I'm interested, to say the least. I don't play many mobile games, but I will try them out when it's a series that I've been attached to for pretty much my whole life, like Mega Man. So I'm going to give this one a shot when it comes out. I tried Dr. Mario World, and boy, was that a mistake. Yeah, I'm not going to bother reviewing that. That game is just slow and very fucking repetitive, to say the least. Here we go. Dragon Ball FighterZ Janemba DLC has been leaked. So take this with a grain of salt. This may not be true. This is more of a rumor, Leaks are rumors. Janemba is the main antagonist for the film Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn. He was previously leaked by Xbox as the next DLC fighter for Dragon Ball FighterZ. And this time we get some info from Nintendo UK, so this apparently is not a rumor. This seems pretty official. The content includes Janemba as a playable character, 5 alternate colors for his outfit, Janemba Lobby avatar, and Janemba Z stamp. Now, it's not the fat yellow blob Janemba, it's actually Super Janemba, the red character with the purple armor. I would imagine that's what that is, with the sword. So, I don't know why they're not calling him Super Janemba, but because that's what his actual name is. Since there hasn't been any official reveal for Janemba, there's a good chance that it'll be revealed this coming weekend or at EVO 2019. So, honestly, I haven't even been keeping up with the Season Pass 2 characters. I don't even know who's been recently added to the game. I haven't even touched the game in quite a while. Actually, I haven't played it since Extra Life 2018, so yeah, there's that. Probably should get back into that game at some point. But I'm interested for Janemba. He's a pretty fast character, known for dodging and teleporting a lot, so I think his playstyle would be really interesting. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Dragon Quest Hero release date will be revealed on July 30th. There is a 22-minute presentation for the hero character to show off the character, what he's capable of and everything. I don't know why I'm yawning, guys. I'm not tired. So we don't know when the hero will arrive in Smash, but we do know the release date. The release date will be on the 30th, which is this Tuesday. DLC fighter will be announced. The demonstration with Masahiro Sakurai on the 30th. Hero's release date will be revealed at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday the 30th. So there you go. 22-minute presentation. So it'll be an in-depth look. This means we could see the character's entire moveset in Final Smash. The preview image for it shows Dragon Quest III's Erdrick, Dragon Quest IV's Solo, Dragon Quest VIII's 8, and Dragon Quest XI's Luminary, which are the 4 alternate costumes for the character. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, of course, is available now. This is a DLC that was first revealed at E3. I'm not all too interested in it. So far, the DLC has not interested me in the slightest. Of course, the fall character is Banjo-Kazooie, and Joker is already out from Persona 5. Nobody I give a fuck about. Probably will not be checking this out. Will not be covering it and whatnot. So, don't look for it. Not going to happen. Pokemon Duel is ending service on Halloween this year. The Pokemon Company has announced that the smartphone digital board game Pokemon Duel will be shutting down on October 31st, 2019. A little over 3 years, so 3.5 years since its debut. The game first released in Japan in April 2016, iOS and Android. It came to the US and the rest of the world in January 2017. A message from the Pokemon Company, and I quote, Pokemon Duel game service will be terminated on 10/31/19 at 1:59 UTC. So that's, I would imagine, 2 a.m. UTC. I don't know what time zone that is. For details on the end of the service, please see the in-game information. I'm guessing they're going by Japan time. So if that's the case, it'll actually close. Let's see, we're 13 hours. I'm 13 hours behind Japan. So 2 a.m. means 1 p.m. on the 30th for me. So if that's the case, it'll probably be closing around 1 p.m. on October 30th in the U.S. For details on the end of the service, please see the in-game information. Thank you for your support. We realize it's not long until the end of the service, but we hope you'll continue to enjoy Pokemon Duel to the very end. Have played it. I have downloaded it on a couple occasions. I was actually undefeated online, strangely enough. I actually never lost. As much of, take that with a grain of salt for whatever kind of achievement you think that is in gaming. It was an alright game for what it was. The randomness, however, the RNG with the roulette wheel kind of sucked, and I'm sure it infuriated quite a few people. The game's alright. If you enjoy it, if you haven't played it in a while and you want to, well, you have about a little over 2 months. A little over 4 more months to play. Joy-Con drift will be fixed for free. Nintendo has released an internal statement. According to a report by Vice, the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con drift issue that recently escalated in a lawsuit is particularly addressed by Nintendo by making repairs for Joy-Con drift for free, and refunds for those who have paid for the repair will be refunded. The details have come from an internal Nintendo statement provided by a source left anonymous. That statement that stated that customers will no longer be required to provide proof of purchase for Joy-Con repairs, and that it is not necessary to confirm warranty status. If a customer requests a refund for a previously paid Joy-Con repair, confirm the prior repair and then issue a refund. It is also states that if customer support representatives are met with a customer with drift issues, they are to guide them through troubleshooting procedures, then issue a repair at no charge if it doesn't work. Previously, Nintendo had only sent out standard responses to people inquiring about the issue. So it's good that Nintendo's doing this to avoid a lawsuit. I have argued back and forth in the Discord group with a couple of my friends about stick drift. And I know it's not just in the Joy-Cons, it happens to all the controllers, although I've never had that problem on PlayStation at all. My brother has had that issue on his Xbox One with a couple third-party controllers. I have had the issue on my Wii U Pro controller until I used the controller so much that I actually just broke the joystick. That was also a third-party controller. I have experienced very little stick drift on my Joy-Con. On my Joy-Cons, my red and blue ones. I believe it's on my left side if I remember correctly. But it really hasn't impacted my ability to play any Switch games. So I haven't really had a problem with it. It doesn't happen to me very often, and when it does, I can deal with it. It doesn't really bother me. Other people say it's impossible to play with it, so I don't know how bad it can really get. I also have a second pair of Joy-Con which have yet to have that problem. So, if you're having trouble with your Joy-Cons and you want them fixed for free, you can get it done for free. And if you're somebody who has paid for it, you can get a refund. So, if you have the issue, contact Nintendo and it will be dealt with. Let's see. Only about 25 minutes in, huh? Well, I still got about 6 things to talk about here. Try that again. Hatsune Miku Project Diva 39 to hold a t-shirt design contest for an in-game costume. Sega announced that Hatsune Miku Project 39s will have a t-shirt costume designed by the fans. Contest submission process is being done via Pia Pro, and the winners will receive a free copy of the game and their name in the credits. The contest is open until August 5th, 2019, and the results will be announced in September. The official page for the collaboration, blah blah blah. The release for Nintendo Switch will be early 2020. Check out the reveal trailer. I did not know this was a thing. I am very happy now. I'm gonna check out the trailer later. So I'm gonna click on the trailer now. I'm gonna click on the page for the trailer. When was the game announced, actually? It was announced on July 1st. Okay. Right now, it's only coming to Japan, apparently. Hopefully it comes to the West, because that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, this is the first new game in the series since 2017, when Future Tone came to the PS4 in January 2017. So apparently there's going to be 101 songs, 91 songs across the Miku Sega project, including Project Mirai spin-offs on the 3DS, and 10 new songs, including the game's theme, are being included in over 300 costumes to collect. Currently, the featured cast includes Rin, Len, Luca, Kaito, and Meiko. Obviously, with Miku being the main character. So there you go. Game will feature the classic rhythm game mode, as well as a new mode that takes advantage of the Switch's capabilities. Okay, so you're getting a bonus. I'm actually talking about something that has been revealed at the beginning of the month. So, are there... Wait, is this can't be the full list of the songs. Odds and Ends, I know that that song. That one I can't even read. PlayStation 4 owners need not fret, as the game Hatsune Miku Project Diva Future Tones and DX will be getting the new songs and 39 as paid DLC in 2020. So, that's cool. Is this going to be a worldwide release? It doesn't say Japan. It just says release in early 2020. That'll be awesome. Yeah. If the game comes worldwide, it will be a must-buy for me. Super Mario Maker 2 course upload limit has been doubled. Restriction that has been lifted in Super Mario Maker 2. People can now upload 64 courses instead of 32. Previously, people were only able to upload 32 total levels to the internet for other people to play. Now the figure has doubled. In addition, Super Mario Maker 2 course uploader limit increase. Nintendo offered some great news in the notice that shows up when they play the game. It notes that this won't be the only increase. The level cap will be increased one more time. So... the other save caps remain the same. You can save up to 120 of your own levels locally. You can also download 60 levels from Course World to play offline. I understand why there's a course limit, because there's so many people playing the game, so many people making courses. This is all getting put on Nintendo's servers. So, I mean, it's cool that they doubled it to 64. And if it's going to be increased one more time, they'll probably double it again to 128 sometime down the road. Maybe by the end of the year, or maybe sometime next year. So, hopefully, and now I haven't played the game yet, so I don't know exactly how it works. Hopefully, I mean, anyone who is playing it knows. I'm hoping it doesn't go by the likes system again, because if it does, that really sucks. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, okay. So actually, I had 11 things to me, not 12. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's talk about RetroMania. New wrestling game that was announced yesterday for the Nintendo Switch by Retrosoft. Breaking news: RetroMania Wrestling confirmed for Nintendo Switch release. Retrosoft Studio is very proud to announce that RetroMania Wrestling will see an official release on the Nintendo Switch. RetroMania Wrestling, which will be released in the first quarter of 2020, is the spiritual successor to the 1991 arcade classic WrestleFest, a game that is still loved by pro wrestling fans around the globe today. I've heard of it, never played it. I imagine in 1991 I think that's a Super Nintendo game. Sporting incredible 2D graphics and sprites, beautiful backgrounds, and a fast-paced arcade-style gameplay that both wrestling fans and gamers will love. RetroMania Wrestling will deliver a fresh alternative to the current landscape of video games in the professional wrestling genre. The game will feature 2 to 8 player local co-op, local multiplayer, 16 wrestling superstars at launch, and several match types including one-on-one bouts, tag team action, and the classic battle royal. Hopefully it says 16 wrestlers at launch, so I imagine they're going to release DLC over time, because 16 is a very small roster. The game's roster currently features names known to fans worldwide, such as Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors, Tommy Dreamer, Colt Cabana, the Blue World Order, which why? Zack Sabre Jr., he's pretty cool, and Austin Idol. I'm not familiar with who he is. RetroMania Wrestling will be adding additional stars as the game gets closer to the release date. Fans of WrestleFest will remember Hawk and Animal were the champions in the arcade, and now they're back on the Switch. Not only that, but with over 700 frames of animations, multiple attires for each wrestler, ring entrances, and so much more, wrestling fans will enjoy this new look on a classic. Retrosoft Studio is absolutely thrilled to announce that Nintendo Switch owners will be able to step into the ring and play RetroMania Wrestling when it releases early next year. RetroMania Wrestling is the spiritual successor to the classic WrestleFest, released by Technos of Japan. It will be a pick-up-and-play arcade wrestling game with 2D graphics and sprites, incredible backgrounds, blah, blah, blah. This is all just recap to what I just said. So, there you go. And in addition, to celebrate this, Retrosoft wants to thank fans for the support thus far during the development of RetroMania Wrestling. If you're a Switch owner, we hope you'll check out RetroMania Wrestling due to the huge announcement. We will also be doing a giveaway. We will be giving away a Nintendo Switch Lite. To keep up to date with RetroMania Wrestling, follow Retrosoft on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, etc. I'm interested in this game. I probably won't buy it right away, but I'm certainly going to look into it when it comes out. That's for damn sure. That being said, the last wrestling game that was seen on the Switch was WWE 2K18. And we all know how much of a bomb that game was. The frame rates were fucking terrible. The action was just not as good. The game ran sluggish. So I could almost guarantee this game will run 10 times better than that. Alright, we got 2 articles left. Let's talk about the 2020 game release schedule as of right now. But first, let me get a sip of water, because I really need it. Hold on one moment, folks. Ah, man, that is cold. Boy, did I need that. Alright, so if you're wondering what games are coming up in 2020, Game Informer has made a list of all announced games for 2020 so far. The list will be continuously updated to act as a living, breathing schedule as the new dates are announced. Titles are delayed and big reveals happen. This should help you plan out your next several months of gaming and beyond. Okay. So, in February 2020, we have Ori and the Will of the Wisps on the 11th for Xbox One and PC. Gods and Monsters for PS4, Xbox, Switch, Stadia, and PC. In February 2025. March 2020. Final Fantasy VII Remake for PS4 on the 3rd. Watch Dogs Legion for PS4, PC, and Xbox on the 6th. Animal Crossing New Horizons on the 20th for the Switch. April, next year, Cyberpunk 2077 for PS4, Xbox One, and PC on the 16th of April. May, we have Marvel's Avengers on May 15th for PS4, Xbox One, Stadia, and PC. And to be determined, we have a game called 12 Minutes for Xbox and PC. Away the Survival Series for PS4. Carry On for PC. Chivalry 2 for PC. Circuit Superstars for PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Crossfire X for Xbox One. Destroy All Humans remake for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Disaster Report 4 Summer Memories for PSVR, PS4, Switch, and PC. Disintegration, which doesn't even have consoles listed, or platforms rather. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Dying Light 2, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Elden Ring, which has no platforms listed. Empire of Sin, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, PC, and Mac. Evil Genius 2, World Domination for PC. Halo Infinite, Project Scarlet, Xbox One, and PC. Presumably, whatever day the Scarlet or whatever the new Xbox is going to be called is when that's coming out. Haven for PS4, Switch, and PC. Imposter Factory, no platforms listed. In Other Waters for PC and Mac. Industries of Titan for PC. Journey to the Savage Planet for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga for PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Microsoft Flight Simulator, Xbox One, and PC. Microsoft Dungeons, PC. Neurodiver for PC and Mac. Ninjala for Switch. No More Heroes 3 for Switch. No Straight Roads for PS4 and PC. Oddworld Soulstorm for PC. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Outriders for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Persona 5 Royal for PS4. Phantasy Star 2 Online, Xbox One, and PC. Predator Hunting Grounds, PS4. Project Sakura Wars for PS4. Psychonauts 2 for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Rainbow Six Quarantine, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Roller Champions for PC. I thought that game was also coming out on consoles. Okay. Romancing Saga 3, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, Vita, and PC. Sable for PC. Scavengers on PC. Skull and Bones, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Sonic at the Olympic Games for Android, because the console version's coming out this year for whatever reason. Spiritfarer, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Star Renegades, which has no platforms listed. Tales of Arise for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. The Good Life for PC. The Sojourn, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Trials of Mana for PS4, Switch, and PC, Twin Mirror for PS4, Xbox One, and PC, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 for PS4, Xbox One, and PC, Wasteland 3 for PC, Way to the Woods for Xbox One and PC, and Zombie Army 4 Dead War for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. All these games, this long list of games I just went through, are to be announced with no release date, some of them not even having a console platform. So, just thought I'd throw that out there real quick, go through it. This leaves one more thing to talk about. And this one's kind of damning and quite surprising, and I can understand why Nintendo is doing this. Man, after that long list of games, I needed some more water. Okay, so, for the final article today, Nintendo is replacing Fire Emblem Three Houses voice actor amongst sexual assault allegations. Here we go again. Nintendo has sent a statement to Game Informer confirming that they are replacing Nyosi in Three Houses with an update. So, I don't think they're going to name the voice actor here. Let's see. After assessing the situation, we decided to re-record the characters' voiceovers in Fire Emblem Three Houses and Fire Emblem Heroes with another actor. The new voiceovers will be included in a future patch. The original, and this is the original story for anyone like me who hasn't been following. Fire Emblem Three Houses released on the same day that this announcement came out, on Friday the 26th. By our account, seems to be one of the best series that has ever produced. Among other options, the Western version allows players to use the original Japanese language track in addition to an English voiceover, which means all characters obviously get new actors in English. Last week, Nintendo let the voice actors behind the game reveal their voice roles, and when people found out who was playing the male protagonist, Byleth, it was not long until fans familiar with the voice actor who voiced their concerns was even included as part of Fire Emblem Heroes event, the mobile Fire Emblem game that brings in characters from the entire series. Fans have discovered that the actor has been removed from the mobile game, possibly spurring a change in the voice for Three Houses down the line, which obviously the update says is going to happen. This is the voice actor. I'm not even familiar with him. The voice actor, Chris Nyosi, has been in a number of anime and video game dubs over the years, such as Octopath Travelers, Tales of Zestiria, and Western cartoons like OKKO. Nyosi has had multiple allegations of sexual harassment, sexual abuse, and sexual assault over the years, such as former partners accusing Nyosi of claiming he had implied permission to do what he wanted with them. After the allegations resurfaced due to this Three Housing casting, Nyosi posted a long treatise, I don't know how to pronounce this, on his professional Tumblr account, confirming the accusations. So he has confessed to the allegations. So I don't understand at all why people do this. This is the second case this year now that this has come up to, and apparently he's been Me Too'd, I guess, if you want to call it that. He is the second voice actor, of course, the other one being Vic Mignogna, or Mignogna, however you want to pronounce him, a.k.a. Broly, because that is his most famous role. I don't understand what comes over people to do this. I really don't. Before these accusations were made widely known, Nintendo has revealed that Byleth would be coming to the mobile title Fire Emblem Heroes, It included a trailer of the character with the voice credited to Neosi. Soon after, the credit disappeared from the character page, and a new trailer was uploaded with re-recorded lines and a credit given by Zach Aguilar. Don't know who that is. Aguilar is probably best known for playing the cyborg Genos in the anime One Punch Man. Never watched that anime, never will. The very quick change in voice actors for Heroes is leading to fans thinking Nintendo will try to do the same, which they are for Three Houses. As the game is out and it's going to be patched, Neosi is in the title regardless for now. It would not be the first time an entire voice actor has been replaced in a video game. Certainly not for controversy reasons. Game of Thrones actor Peter Dinklage was replaced entirely in Destiny by Nolan North, including re-recordings of Dinklage's original lines. Such as things is definitely possible, though it is merely a question of whether Nintendo feels it is worth it, which, yes, obviously they have. So there you have it. You gotta be really fucking sick in the head to do something like this. I don't understand why anybody does this. I hope this guy gets what he deserves. He has admitted to his allegations, so there's really no hiding it anymore. But I really don't, and I give all the respect in the world to the voice acting industry, because I am friends with one, which I actually didn't do my plug, so I'll do that right at the very end. It's a shame when you hear stories like this, especially from an industry you really look up to and you admire. But that being said, guys, follow me and the great Erin Fitzgerald, voice actress, on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Links are all in the description down below, as always. And with that being said, guys, that has been episode 34 of the Game Corner podcast. Thank you all for listening and watching this one. It's been about a month and a half. Next week so far looks good for episode 35, so let's hope the weather doesn't change. With that being said, folks, thanks for watching. My name is The Rose, and I'll catch your ass down the road.